membership of the American League today voted to accept Mr. Kauffman's application into the annals of the American League.
Well, the problems with an expansion club is that you don't get good players. You get the poorest players in the American League, and as a result, your team isn't very good. So I tried to think of a new method of developing baseball players, and I came up with the idea that you didn't have to play baseball all your life to be a good baseball player. That's what the old-timers in baseball thought. I thought that if you had the physical attributes necessary to be a baseball star, you could be taught baseball. Well, using these physical attributes, I started what we called the Royals Baseball Academy, where we went out and tested well over 80,000 high school graduates who had shown athletic skills in swimming, tennis, wrestling, basketball, and so forth. We took the 50 best that we found and put them in the baseball academy. I was laughed at. Even my own people at the Royals felt that it was a mistake and that we would shore ourselves up when we started playing our team against the other teams of the major league clubs who had drafted qualified baseball players. I said, well, you worry about the Royals and I'll take care of the baseball academy. Fortunately, I was able to hire Sid Thrift as the manager of that academy, who was forward-thinking, and the results were terrific. We ended up winning the pennant by more games in the history of that particular league.
Many expect winning the World Series championship to be Mr. K's greatest thrill in baseball. Instead, he recalls a play during the 1980 American League Championship Series. The Royals were trailing the New York Yankees 2-1 in the 7th inning of Game 3.
George Brett comes up, only because it was U.L. Washington. We had a grounder to the shortstop, but he ran it out and hustled as hard as he could and just barely beat the throw.
Outfield deep at every position now with George Brett at the plate. Set by Gossage, high drive, hit deep to right field. It is gone! 3-run home run by George Brett into the third tier of Yankee Stadium, and Brett has taken the Royals and put them in front.
And we now were the American League champions and got to go to the World Series. That, to me, was my greatest thrill in baseball.
The Kansas City Royals became an expansion team in 1969. When I say an expansion team, I mean a collection of the worst players throughout the league. Yet by 1976, they won their division pennant, again in 77, 78, and in 1980, became the champions of the American Leagues. Finally, in 85, they became the world's champions.
1 out to go, 9th inning, 11-0. The 1-0 pitch, high fly ball. Motley going back to the track. No outs to go. The Royals have won the 1985 World Series, and they converge on the mound and hold an impromptu celebration.